What's going on, everybody? So for today's video, I want to talk about my top 3 dark characters from DC. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you like the content, and to everybody that's done it, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, so look, starting from number 3, my dark favorite character is Scarecrow. Alright, as a young kid, Jonathan Crane, his dad performed twisted fear experiments on him. Alright, this left him traumatized. It screwed him up big time. Alright, emotionally scarred and mentally unstable from those tests, Crane spent all his childhood living in fear until he realized himself that there's something much more powerful that he can do about it. If he can control fear, he would never ever have to fear itself again. Alright, as time passed, he developed an obsession with getting revenge using his fear. He would use that fear, with his toxin to lure crime bosses so he can get rich people to give him money because they're all going to be hallucinating, right? Now, this character is dark in itself because his trauma was he never overcame his trauma. And him not controlling it, it led to him to actually turn into the character Scarecrow, the villain who enjoys the power of fear. Now, when you think about this character hits you with his toxic fear, right? You're gonna be scared. You're gonna be hallucinating whatever fear that's inside of you. Now, that just thinking about is dark because, like they say, fear itself is something powerful that the mind, if you don't control, can literally destroy anyone. And if under the effects of his toxin fear gas, you're done because you can even kill yourself, and that's really messed up. Because if you're under his drug, right, and you're hallucinating whatever scares you, again, it could be whatever your fear is. It's probably like being on acid. If you talk with somebody that's done that, they're like, yo, this is really, really dark. It's like you start thinking and seeing the weirdest things, and that could drive a person really out of their mind to complete insanity. So when you think about it, Scarecrow, Jonathan Crane is a weak individual, but his mind is powerful. So when he does his chemicals and uses whatever he does to get, if you want to say, his victim, this character alone, he's dark, and then on top of that, he's wearing a Scarecrow mask. Oh man, that's twisted on its own. Number 2, Victor Zsasz. All right, this dude is completely disgusting. All right, a serial killer who believes that life is meaningless, that there's no purpose, and by him killing his victims, he feels that he's saving them from their pointless lives. That's how messed up he is. He's obsessed with increasing his score count by marking each murder on his skin with the same knife that he uses on the victims to take them out. Imagine that. Every person that he's killed over 100 people, men and women, and he's always slashing himself on his skin. And then picture that. All the slashes that he has, the wounds, the scars of all his victims. That's really disturbing when you think about it, And Zsasz, during multiple occasions, was sent both to Blackgate and to Arkham Asylum, but he never got the death penalty because of his insane condition. But when you think about it, being around a cold-blooded killer like Victor Zsasz, that's disturbing, because here you have him in the flesh, literally slashing his skin. You imagine that? Just seeing that, it's disgusting. But that's how dark Victor Zsasz is. Alright, and now moving to the number 1 that I feel is the worst of the worst, even worse than Joker, because Joker's dark, but this dude, Professor Pig, he's so disgusting. Pig is obsessed with being a perfectionist, right? And he sees humans as broken individuals that need to be fixed. So what does he think? He thinks that by him kidnapping them, taking them, and performing surgeries on them to rearrange them and put them how he feels that is best, right? Using some type of chemicals, and he's cutting here, cutting there. It's just a monstrosity when you think about that. So he can have these what they call dolatrons, like his little mind control puppets, if you want to say. If you play Arkham Knight, then you're probably familiar with how he is in the game and stuff like that. And his victims are all throughout the city, and you have to investigate all the victims that he's killed. And sometimes, and most times, this individual goes far beyond, because not only does he cut the humans into different parts, he actually does human animal hybrids. You know what it is? That's disgusting. He grabs a part of an animal and stitches it to a human, and he feels that he's doing good for the world. Complete deranged individual. That right there is just far beyond disgusting. But these are the villains that are in DC, and these are the villains that both Batman, Nightwing, and everybody that's in Gotham, they have to go and face. This on its own is scary. And anyone that has fallen as a victim to these individuals is just sad. What are your thoughts? Hit the subscribe, drop your comments, and as always, until next time.